Well, here's one thing that definitely makes me happy, that I'm buying this instead of this. Yep, gotta like that. Holy crap, it is windy. Man, oh man. Let's reset the trip. So that right there, 98.6 liters. I just saved like 40 bucks right there. Right off the start. Well, another day here in Nova Scotia and another windstorm. It has been nothing but wind and rain for the last, geez, seems like 2 weeks. Power outages all over the place, trees down. I had some shingles come off of the sheds over there by the lake in the storm 2 windstorms ago. Like, look at those hemlock up there just bouncing around, and people wonder why I cut trees down around the cottage. But anyway, yeah, so there is the new truck. So in the last video, you've seen why I did what I did. You've seen the Ram leaving. Now you see the truck that replaced it. And if the sound quality is terrible, then I'm not even going to use this footage. But we'll see how it comes through. So, 2 Tundras in 2 weeks. That's how it all played out. So I got Ashley's last week, and I got this one this week. I've had it since, today is Thursday. I've had this since Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. And I've already have like a 1,200 kilometers on it or something like that. You see, you're gonna see later on the difference in fuel at the pump. I filled up this morning, and it was definitely nice not having to put diesel in the truck at the price of diesel compared to gas, I can tell you that. So this is it. This is the new truck. So 2024 Toyota Tundra SR5 TRD off-road. I didn't exactly want black. I actually wanted the color that Ashley got, but there was no way I was getting 2 trucks the same color. So black it is, and I think it will look really good once I do some things to it that I have planned. So there are some things already here for this truck. So I do have a set of running boards for it. We're waiting for Ashley's running boards to come in for hers. Once hers comes in, I'll open both boxes. She can pick out which one she wants, and then I'll get the ones she doesn't want. There's a bed mat coming for it, because as you guys know, or if you don't know, these new Tundras with the composite bed, they are quite slippery. So there's a bed mat for the truck that's coming. And also the front hood deflector is on its way. Everything is on back order right now. So Ashley's truck has the hood deflector. This truck does not. This is the 6.5 foot bed versus the 5.5 foot bed, which I absolutely wanted, because my slip tank off the back of the Ram, which is sitting right there, that's going to be going on this truck. So this is going to be a work truck. It's just not going to be hauling my skid steer around and whatnot, which, as you've seen in the previous video with the Ram, I really haven't done. Anyway, so yeah, SR5 is a really good point, a really good price point. I actually really wanted to get a Tundra and a new F-150. Both of the trucks have the V6 twin turbo engine. It would have been awesome to compare the 2 of those trucks, the 2 of those engines, towing, mileage, maintenance, you know, all that sort of stuff. But I actually really like the Tundra. I had my mind set on a Tundra right from day one. Not a lot of information out on these. A lot of guys don't seem to be you know, making videos using them for work and stuff like that. There's all kinds of videos of people doing reviews on them, but no actual real daily use. So I said, hey, let's give her a whirl. But then Ashley fell in love with the Tundra, so 2 Tundras it is. I got the maintenance plan with this, so I don't have to worry about anything for quite a long time. Nothing. No oil changes, nothing. Obviously no fuel filter changes, no def fluid, any of that stuff. Oil changes wouldn't be 250 bucks like they are for my diesel trucks, so that's nice. So first I'll show you some things that I'm gonna do to the truck, and then we'll just check out the inside and whatnot. So like I said, the hood deflector's coming, running boards, bed mat, slip tank. This chrome piece that's in front, I'm going to be getting this wrapped in black. It's actually works out kind of good that it's black because it's easy to color match. So this will be black. And then in the back, it's basically the same sort of thing in the back here. They got that chrome strip or whatever, 2 chrome pieces. I'm gonna get that wrapped in black. So we'll have black on black all the way around, which the SR5, I actually really like the off-road because this is black, the door handles are black, and the emblems are already black. Everything around here, no chrome on it. Everything is already done. So it'll be pretty neat. These tires are really small, so you guys know that I put bigger tires on everything. That's definitely going to be happening with this. At a minimum, it will get a leveling kit for the front, but I might do the 3-in-1 leveling kit, so 1 inch in the back, 3 inch in the front. I haven't decided on that yet, but it will definitely get a leveling kit at a minimum. Larger tires at some point. You can pretty much get 35s on these trucks with a leveling kit, so I don't know if I'll do 35s, but I'll do close to it. Anyway, probably an air intake system down the road. There's 2 air boxes in there, so I'll probably do an air intake at some point. But it's gonna be a work truck, family hauler as well. So obviously loads of space in this thing. Bowers got so much more room in this compared to what the Ram had. No fold down cup holders, cloth seats. It is pretty neat. There is some storage actually behind here that you can sort of use. And then I've been using this storage underneath here. I got my trailer hitch, booster cables, jacket, gloves, a couple tools. This truck isn't set up really yet at all, but you know, it's on its way. All weather floor mats are really good, like really good from the factory. These are some of the best. I like how they're in 2 pieces, because it's really easy to take them out to hose them off and clean them or whatever, but they do cover a lot of space. I gotta get my skate sharpened today. So in the back you still do have the USB and USB-C. You don't have the full plug-in here. You got some storage here and vents. Like I said, cloth seats. Still got soft touch here. It's hard back here, soft in front. Some storage, you know, whatever. Lots of plastic. In the front, full power driver seat as well as passenger seat. No memory seats or nothing like that. No fold-in mirrors, but you got your power locks and all that sort of stuff. But I'm actually pretty impressed with how this truck gets equipped from an SR5. So we'll fire it up. So you still do have automatic high beams. You have a heated steering wheel, obviously auto start. You still do have the adjustment for the headlights, which is pretty cool. And you have all the safety stuff. So you have the adaptive cruise control, you have the lane keeping, you've got all this stuff. This steering wheel is identical to Ashley's truck, to the Limited. Obviously the gauges are different. I like the analog look, to be honest. All the information that I need is there. The smaller screen, but it's super clear. The backup camera resolution is really good, and you can kind of zoom out a bit to see more stuff around you. The resolution's really good there. Apple CarPlay comes in really clear, you know. Heated seats, dual climate control, and locking rear diff, of course, and it still does the drive modes, the crawl control, you know, all that sort of stuff. The same in console storage, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's dirty already. This is a bit different than what's in Ashley's truck, but yeah, I mean, it's all I needed, that's for sure. It's all I needed for work. Definitely gonna end up doing either seat covers, or, well, I'm definitely gonna do seat covers, but I might eventually get these done in leather, possibly. Probably not, but possibly. I'll price it up and I'll see. But yeah, I mean, it's so much room in these things. Like it's bigger than the Ram, you know. It's much bigger, longer, and wider, everything about it. There's so much more room in this than what was in the Ram. A huge amount of room. But anyway, let's head on out. I gotta go jump in the dump truck and go deliver some gravel, so we gotta get to work. I guess I should show you the lights. So the lights, full LED lights, LED fog lights, and then in the back the bed has LED lighting here. And is there, no, I guess it's just up top. Yeah, just up top. Doesn't have the in-bed lighting like Ashley's does. But these are LEDs. These are LEDs. I was actually in a guy's truck, a buddy of mine, the other night. He's got a 2023 1500 GMC Denali Ultimate, and his license plate lights were halogens. So obviously, it drives a heck of a lot smoother, that's for sure. It's definitely a treat coming back here in this truck compared to the Ram. Like I said before, the Ford handles, you know, these roads pretty good, my 350, but that Ram was holy, that thing rode rough. But this here, it just, like I said, you see the bumps, you hit them, and just nothing really happens. It just takes it. So here's two things that I definitely like about the truck. It is a very cold morning, -7 degrees Celsius here. It's like -20 with the wind chill. And it took no time at all for this thing to heat up and start pumping out heat. That's one thing about diesels. You could basically sit there and let them idle for as long as you want. But unless you start moving, start driving, they don't really heat up at all. This thing heated up so quick. It's nice and toasty in here. Like 3 of my Fords had the supplemental heater. That worked pretty good, but obviously not still as good as a gas truck. I did find the Ram did heat up pretty good though, especially once you put the exhaust brake on. The truck seemed to heat up pretty good. And the other thing is the amount of space that is in here with the car seat. So here's where the seat is at. Still loads of room in the front, and look at the room the Bauer has in the back. That is wicked. Here's one thing that I don't like at all, is this tiny little volume knob. And I complained when I bought my Chev with the tiny little volume knob. Everything in that truck was big. It's just like this, everything in this truck is big, and then they got this tiny little volume knob. And on Ashley's truck, it's nice, it's big, it's got like a rubber little grip onto it. This little thing, I don't even like using it, to be honest. It just feels weird. So I use my controls on my steering wheel pretty much the whole time. I think it's day 3 of ownership. Hooked up to a trailer. And we got, trailer itself's around 4,000 pounds. Got 2 buckets on it. We probably got, I'm gonna guess, 5,500 pounds or so behind the truck right now. See how she does. It's a short trip. I just got to go to the cottage, but I figured I might as well see what it's like here. Anyway, tow haul mode is on. I know this is not heavy, guys, I get it, but there's like no power loss there whatsoever. I don't think the truck really hardly even squatted either. It certainly handles the trailer really well. Around these turns, this whole road is nothing but turns and hills and bumps and everything else. And it's, man, the suspension is feeling really nice. But yeah, people use the term all the time. If I didn't know it was back there, then you wouldn't feel it, but that's pretty much true. I've seen a lot of videos of people that, well, it's like TFL truck and some people that have hauled with this truck, and they said that it is super stable. That's one thing with the old Tundras. There was quite a bit of frame flex in that truck, and when you were towing, it wasn't bad. I put airbags on mine. When you were towing, it wasn't terrible, but it definitely had a bit of movement to it. It felt the truck wasn't totally planted on the road as well as what it could be. But I can tell you this feels pretty good. Again, not much weight, probably like, you know, half or a little over half of the capacity of the truck, so not much, but pretty good. So a big reason why I went with the TRD off-road obviously was to get the locking rear diff, but also it gives you slightly different, beefier axles, gives you the Toyota approved Bilstein shocks. And then if you can see the tie rod, let me see it, maybe I should steer it the other way. Alright, so it's all iced up right now, but it actually does give you a bit of a beefier tie rod as well. I don't think the control arms are any different on this. Once you go with the TRD lift kit, then yes it does, but I'm pretty sure the tie rod well, I know the tie rod is beefier for sure, but I don't know if the control arms are any different. And then, you know, I've actually watched quite a few videos on these trucks, and a lot of people don't show the engine. So there it is, the two air boxes. Listen how quiet that is. That's insane. Barely even a vibration. But yeah, I'd love to see two new not open, but glass viewing filters here. And then I've been watching some videos recently of people that do the muffler delete on these things, and it sounds pretty cool because the size of the muffler on this is huge. Look at the size of that. That is massive. So people just literally cut this, take that out, and put a piece of pipe in, and yeah, it sounds pretty good. And then if you don't like it, it's pretty easy to put it back the way that you had it. So who knows? Alright, so before I close this video out, I suppose I should go over a couple of the things I don't like about the truck. And for the people who watched my video of my wife's Limited that we just bought, it will be basically the same stuff. So obviously everybody knows about this with the new Tundras is there are no recovery hooks. So if you get this thing stuck, I don't know, you're gonna have to wrap it around an axle or something, and then probably pull off the bottom plastic piece in the process. Like, I don't know. So hope for the best there, that's for sure. The remote start is absolutely terrible. Most of the time you can't get it to work. You got to press the button 3 times and press it just right, or it won't work. And then the second that you unlock the door to go into the truck, it shuts it off, which makes no sense whatsoever. And the lock, so when you walk up to the truck, it's got the keyless entry or whatever. You put your hand on the doorknob, it unlocks the front door. It doesn't unlock the rest of them. Now, people commented on my previous video and said that there's a setting that you can go into in the infotainment screen and change that. I haven't been able to figure it out yet. I've gone into vehicle settings on the dash itself, the gauge layout. I haven't seen it. So I can't figure out how to do that, because it'd be really nice, you know, if you're walking up to the truck, you've got your arms full, you're able to get a hand in there and actually tell me how to do this. It'd be great, because I'd love to be able to walk up to the truck, you know, just slide my hand in and then boom, open all the doors, put the groceries in the back or whatever. The other thing that I dislike and like about this truck, the new 2024, is the storage underneath the seats. So it's great because, I mean, there's my hitch, my gloves, booster cables, you know, all that stuff. It's great to have this storage, like absolutely it is. But it's really nice with the Fords and the Chevs, and now I believe the Rams as well. You have a full flat floor. As soon as you fold up the seats, you got a full flat floor in the back. So for me, I have two Great Pyrenees dogs. They are big dogs. So the back seat is their area. It's no good for them to be in here with the seats down, the seats folded up. So I'm gonna have to just build like a little platform that sits on top of this and will butt up, you know, underneath here. And I'll put a couple legs down here and here on like a hinge, and then this will be their area. So it's not the end of the world, but it's just one more thing that I need to do. Some other manufacturers like Ram, their heavy duty trucks still have the thing up here that folds down and gives you the sort of flat surface. So I think Toyota definitely could have done a little bit better with this. There's no doubt about that. Those are the main negatives, but also I know other people have mentioned about these trucks. I've seen some videos that there is wind noise, and my wife mentioned that to me when she first took her truck into Halifax with her mother. She looked at her mother and said, does this thing sound like a wind tunnel in here? Now it's not that bad, because I mean TFL truck has tested the sound on these trucks when they're doing the Ike Gauntlet, and this truck, I believe, is still the quietest truck that they've ever tested. But there is some wind noise, and this truck is actually a bit worse than what my wife's is. So I'll go for a quick drive, I'll see if I can catch it, and then that's going to be it for this video, the initial sort of welcome to the channel video. Obviously I'm going to put this thing to work. Not through crazy work, because I have other trucks for that. Look what I just found laying in the woods. But it's gonna work. It's gonna get a slip tank on the back of it. It's definitely gonna get some bigger tires. There's no doubt about that. You'll be towing some trailers. We're gonna have some fun with this thing as well. It's gonna be my family truck. My family truck. Yeah. I'm liking it. I'm definitely liking it. Okay, so right now I'm doing like 90 kilometers an hour, and I can hear it a little bit. So then we'll see what happens when we get on the highway. Right now, I'm on the highway doing 110 kilometers an hour, and it really doesn't. I can hear it a bit though. Who knows if that's coming through the camera or not, but I will mention it to the place where I bought the truck from. I don't know. I'm not the first one. There's other people out there that have mentioned this, so I don't know if they got a fix for this yet. Toyota has a fix for it. If certain dealers have a fix for it, like you don't feel anything coming through. But you can certainly hear it. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this one. The initial video of the reveal of the truck. In the previous video that I posted, one getting rid of the Ram, there was a few people that guessed what it was, but I don't know if they were guessing that that's what this truck was, or if they were guessing that my other Tundra was actually mine. But no, it's not. That's my wife's. This one is mine. So yeah, we'll see how it all works out. You know, going down to a half ton. We'll see how the Tundra works out. You know, there's not a lot of actual usage videos out there on these things, and we're gonna add some stuff, take some stuff off, and all sorts of stuff, you know, to this truck eventually going on. So see how that goes. I do have a set of running boards on the back of the truck right now. They were supposed to be for this truck. My wife's running boards for her truck are on back order right now, so I think what I'm gonna do, because she has more of a hard time getting in and out of the truck than what I do. These trucks are pretty low, so for me it's not bad. I'm gonna throw those on, I think, on her truck for now, and then she can decide if she wants to keep those ones or use the new ones once they come in. But yeah, that's gonna do it. So stay tuned. Hopefully too many people didn't leave the channel when I got rid of the Ram, but I still have another Ram and 2 Power Strokes. So still lots of diesel content. Anyway folks, take care, stay safe, we'll see you next time.